Omo metimi aboa when it comes to collateral issues. Uni baby akomo hono mo na sesa wo call. Esane say you will pay the best when it comes to collateral issues. Say your credit brokerage, say your land document perfection, say your prime brokerage. At the end out here, they will transform your future for you. I didn't know for Hunkobo Eclipse collateral management. They are the game changers when it comes to turning property documents into profit. What documented that Honoma said you find your Fabra and Eclipse collateral between a year Juma when your profit. Now when you can credit, pay with up at the end. The patron a Eclipse collateral management phone could income. Number boy, the excellent when it comes to collateral management issues. I don't think any time where now no one could income. 054 383 2466 054 383 2466. Now no one come on. I'm over here from over here at Dental Barrier Medimosis Hospital. And I say West African SHS one on one. Come on. Eclipse collateral management. Or say your property holds the power to transform your future. Alright, anything diagnostic herbal industry, some can show say 1374, and I said T74, I bet you to I bet just yeah, Tom, bow ye pa 1374, a be quite a mouth. I didn't know more blood related diseases to say high blood pressure, high blood sugar, chronic wounds, a chrono quanko, okwa and koda, hepatitis B and C, HIV and fetal kidney infections, liver infections, ulcer, prostate, enlargement in our face, no sebu, no my home, and I say a home, a munya den, ulcer, menstrual pain, chronic cough, asthma, chest pain, arthritis, swollen faces in our face to feet, in 1374, I best on your one time if you diagnostic hereby industry for her from on 0246 073498 0246 073498 and I press 050 162 8931. Now when diagnostic hereby industry funding come on. 50 minutes past the hour of yesterday. Meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah from now to 9:45. Me no one baby this age you may deal with a Kessben Maakye so. What over Facebook na ye Kessben 92.9 92.9. Onsa ebe kame ewo hono woko Facebook and timpato share na like page na hu hear me ye pa or like na wo share na wo comment making kind nyina so amount. And then your text messages and I face your WhatsApp messages na so no the bar making kind nyina ama me hu teacher tepa wo de wa han Eric Kweku Bwedi patriotic wo de wa teacher constitution me to kan che me sure say bibia eye boko wo fie me hu o message no so o kan and I face ko mensa pillar 2 mo de nyina wa han making kind nyina ama mo ewo eye efie hanam sa so and I make I will say enche mpemfo so betena se na fe ye din komo bransa na no Zigestic the bebro brought to you by Doc Activated Charcoal ye de no so ebebro and mpemfo betena se Ebo Backman or your deputy director communications United Party and I face to Janet Asana Nabia Nabla chairperson People's National Party on also betena and then Yaboa member of the national communication team of the MPP and I face a member Brian Champon campaign team nyina betena se na fi ye de dwumedie no ahyehye so amount na ye bedi nkomo esane se nkomo wo ho ne de edoso ye pa ene today is Monday, right? The 10th of November and Justice Paul Bafuboni your friend is saying the nomination of Parliament ebe tenase na omashe no motumi aka ho asem ye na vetting no ebe baso and asem baso with the minority issues here and there nina no ye betie efi the honorable Afenyo Maakye Honom and I feel so the majority leader led by honorable Mahama Ayariga. What they are saying truly when it comes to the vetting of Justice Paul Bafuboni ye bedi hu komo ewo fie hanom but the chance ni nin komo when it comes to Galamsey ewo krum ha Share Galamsey in Tokwano, your mining in Tokwasini in Yenimono. Na the way Nema AC Aircono, I think a year on mine mooning na necessary sorry. Na ye prevented this few cell opportunist to move krum hanomwa. Omo fo se enwa ne se fata se so mo fa so mo to bi nyeska o memu hano. Ye ne omo esi ani ye pa. Adentina make sa enema bebre na no na atochima within a week. EPA boss, Professor Nana, Amakluche, any journalists were attacked. Obuase. Naimos were attacked. Broni Chrome. Now the people preventing mining, illegal mining, no, the very same Ghanaians now more say assassin, more prevent you from stopping you in killing your own brother, your own sister, your own family. Oh, prevent you from stopping you. What blocking insuno? What say insuno? What madi insuno? Sa unuya enom on the other side of the town. Oh, say assassino. Na ye dua koko, ye dua bayira, ye dua banchia, ye wuwu. You are fine and okay. Omu ba na mo attack you. Omu ba na mo tutuo. You are still used. Anything most times I na yeah okoka near say sebia say undri nipa ho. Na no ziga kan ye me koka bi na cause e ba were like oh that be mo ye too harsh and mo person ye kum nipa na den but clearly that is where we are heading towards. Omo bano according to a EPA boss, these heavily built men ekra etuo eba in the name of omasan shentare black asan the CID abubo animu na komu kum journalist kum EPA boss na you'll be happy. And when Zika comes out to come and tell you say see I know they do need here and you shoot and kill and then kafatum beya kumaya no beewu once and for all. Musie human rights for us sorry and in Enya and Okokuma saying and you have to prevent them and you have to use human face is what you want to use for them to be killing your own people. Accident a journalist for Ninya will show you videos and will show you pictures of accident on Munyaye Intalomunya fi Accra sa Africa don't want to say some route to know and yes sir they will be shot and killed. And we are pampering them. Now MPs allegedly bringing in, youth. And it is a mob asine see you know e kunkum soja for ne eye penyini odan no ya ama Mr. Boa, Commander Boa. And kane we are here again having state funerals. Today, minia bema and minia bana my profession, journalist. And as I say, I attack you on my accident, you know. And it's a sure mon. What will you say? Oman penye din komo afa ho GJ Awards, you know. And for us as Kessben Media, we want to congratulate every media personality winning award. What boy Juma for the whole entire year. You bomb basso the year because you know year Juma no. And indeed, we also want to say congratulations to you. But on a program national, Oman penny Edin Sembi etuja concerning Galamsey issues, you know. Yentie our Kessben 92.9 share on Kessben TV. And then on Facebook, Kessben 92.9, on DSTV channel 364, on Go TV, channel 121. Nafe, Yamra Nyemedin Komo.
Ensuring that journalists can work confidently, competently, and securely. The theme of tonight's event reminds us that protecting Ghana's future requires a united stand against illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. This is not a matter of convenience, it is essential for our very survival as a nation. The fight against illegal mining is complex and challenging. Illegal mining has so deeply ingrained itself in the fabric of our society that despite the obvious damage it causes to our environment, entire communities mobilize and confront security personnel when they arrive to combat illegal mining operations in their areas. Only yesterday, I received news of an accident in which some journalists were injured as they retreated from a community mob attack on APA officials and security officers. I wish to notify communities that attack public officials and security personnel performing their lawful duties that firm action will be taken against them. Yesterday, upon receipt of the news, I instructed the Chief of Staff to contact the journalists who were injured to check on their health and assist with settling any hospital bills incurred. I can understand that our young people have been deprived of opportunity over the years, but destroying the environment is like cutting off your nose to spite your face. The government is working hard to stabilize and grow the economy in order to create a conducive environment for job creation and employment. And that is why we're implementing the 24-hour economy initiative, the Feed Ghana program, the Poultry Revitalization program, the National Apprenticeship program, the Million Coders program, amongst many others, which are intended to create opportunities for alternative livelihoods, especially for our young people in rural areas. Additionally, through the Tree for Life reforestation program and the Blue Water Guards initiative, we are restoring degraded lands and protecting our river bodies while creating thousands of jobs for young people in affected communities. I've asked the Minister of Finance to increase the budget allocation so we can recruit more youth into forest replanting and Blue River Guards to safeguard our water bodies. These youth are to be recruited from communities that are affected by illegal mining and will receive a monthly stipend of 1,500 Ghana cedis every month. I wish to commend journalists like Erastus Asaridonko and my dear brother Ohime, who won the Best Reporter on Illegal Mining, and many others who persist in exposing environmental crime at great personal risk to themselves. Your bravery is noted, it is patriotic, and your efforts strengthen our moral reserve.
It's exactly 8 o'clock. We're at the studios of Kessben 92.9 official Kessben TV. So there's tape now. The president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, speaking at the GJ Awards in Kumasi in Ashanti region, and I would say, and indeed, on my penny, that's it. Say what to me, I can't dear okay, if I a journalist and about so babo central for and indeed, yes, and that's for you instructing your papa Julius Debra, the chief of staff, to ensure say a payment of bills when it comes to a central for they were attacked by the illegal miners, you're going to pay the bills and all that. Yeah, that's it. And then for recognizing the fact that Jumano is also another thing that we also want to thank you. And I mean mentioning specific names like Erastus and Ohime and all that. I mean these are brilliant chaps. Almost my Juma Mugusu Juma to help keep these environmental terrorists. But for once, I think that you need to take this call too. I mean, it is hard for me to say it, and it is hard for my brother Ziga to keep saying this thing. But I think Shutanke will have to start, so that we know that these people, clearly they are really, doing things that are not, fair and all that. It's really, when you're careful, a bit breedy, terrorists in this country. What would you see on Mali? I don't know whether you've heard what is happening in Mali and then the Sudan and all that. Hey, meba, menizigabedi sadia no home komo, and if care is not taken, na yema these heavily built militants or mu forest mu manlini ha ekwan wasao where people will want to be financed by this same thing. When they see Wangola, you knew how your friend is saying these guys were financed by this same, your friend is saying, minerals. But everybody won't come on. I mean, na mene St. Louisa for ending common na yemra back ba. Ziga stick, you better also a hormone fee panel discussions and also ashasi if you want test messages as I said. Mani namra keep bringing it, making kind of but this one I mean can we answer Mako St. Louisa for no kwabna acidity I have for a change to or say. We thank God the leadership of Ahafo region has restored peace between Naimos and the good people of Hidiem. And let me state categorically that Honorable Alaji Collins, the other MP for Sutifi South, and Honorable Ebenezer Kweku Ado are not involved in any form of illegal mining which is affecting this country. It's false allegation which was reported and you know also Nedia or the Biokamina Yadase Yate the Wokano so from Ahafo. Yanko Nafi Indian Common Afi Miria. Ziga Steak brought to you by Doc Activated Charcoal near the Atwaso Ama. St. Louis for Biaboko there. Bibia fine.
Bibia fine.
The radia say. And penny so here. Me who not chepa.
Pacho.
Oh, see Adam son do you bush ni mo. Or Mephi na say
open papa naba.
Sa
St. Louis announce no say a multi-purpose company.
Sure.
Say open a more pa a genuine local based rice a bedima pom diaba. St. Louis and so yeni o amagana rice into no opening nam our year jumapa.
Okay. And the radia se pa. Yeni come St. Louis and then am my
Yo, Bema, and a pay metia were tear for ne wahefo nyina na metumi aka se ope apomodin dia a St. Louisa Herbal Clinic. Na St. Louisa no so we are best known for what we do best. Die yetumi ye ene ye ni ye neuropathy ene acupressure. Adie ene neuropathy a simple and nerve disorder efa intine ho. Ana oba acupressure nso acupressure no ade ye use a sensitive organ te say unsa ene wonam na yetumi di address all problems yare bia na ene no bia obi etika mu o yesi form inti me prefer say me di St. Louisa Herbal Clinic ye number ebe dey ebetudwa 0546 242 343 0246 242 343. Your sound so 020 76 76 197. Yo, and your nominee adofo and St. Louisa Herbal Clinic, ye baya, dear ye pese ye tre ye nuanom any ayarofo any obi biara or tienka and ana pese. Ghana no empempenso ya ye dre no eye de ye friend metals any chemicals ewura yensuo mu na yenya saade no mpono na ye wudada na saade we nso ene aba betna enti ede ane ye beye a ye betumi di address these particular issues enu nti na ye ka kire wo se ene se wo ho oho twetwon oho dodo wako doctor wo de ye tumi akase yare sei ana day hawa esese oba St. Louisa Herbal Clinic na ye use ye acupressure technology no ye tumi edi bie wuntini no because acupressure no ye ma wadro but ye be use sensitive organ te se wonsem ene wonam eni padua na kwa no dodo na agira ye nsem ne ye nam enti se obi kura benya stroke eye moja na ekloto from ne nam ansa na etumi ayedai afrosro anese na no bechia anano ayedai atia. These are many others eye St. Louisa yakwa akosua ancient tradition method of healing your friend acupressure ye use sa acupressure ima obi a ne ho dodo no te say stroke any arthritis any kidney and kidney stones liver disorders ne saa nneɛma no omu ba St. Louis a ye apply saa nneɛma we no acupressure no no ane so o masori a omu ye dey eko na wanya na yaresa St. Louis Herbal Clinic enkran hanom ye wotaifa bokina presby hwa eho ana oba obeba to St. Louis Herbal Clinic na ensama ye kan se ye yusu neopathy any acupressure ye miemia wonsam dia correct yare bia na etete wo se wo stroke abra wo ulcer abra any form of disease St. Louis enye subosiatic conditions nkwan na address Kumasi doctor mama ya we say enipa ni bebre ba ahotwetwe nko ba wohwe na wo typhoid abra wo ulcer abra any form of disease St. Louis ya kwadra dem na awo kra de ye se bra ya newska se entininum wo ye bema wo ye oba wo wayase wuntumi nya wo menstrual flow ye wo baby a ye be mie entininum a want take time kra na menstrual na menses na ema na beba wo hwa na entininum so asisi bema ye entini entino se wo hwe na se wo kwaku donsro no entumi nya adwuma ya St. Louis Herbal Clinic na yenyusu acupressure technology yenyusu neopathy na yenkeka saa nneɛma wɔ mmom yewie nso a entinum da hɔnom a ye wɔ nnuro bi a yefrɛ bibi te sɛ jankoma yenya nam sɛ ye locally brand enti wo ba hɔnom a ye nnuro a ye de ba ma no after sɛ ye mie entinum ama entinum ada hɔ ma mogya no tumi flow no onum aduro na no ane sɛ wo ye de wo sɔre a wokɔ St. Louis Herbal Clinic kumase your affordable housing maximum filling station only adofutie your number 020 76 another 76 197 and your sounds was 0546 242 343 0246 242 343 sa number we and ye didi juma was St. Louis Herbal Clinic na ye panyina me yati ase se weekend de dewa oba ye reflexology ni ye beyo massage ye beyo acupressure with a reduced price and intino ye pese ye courage ye nkofo nyina se weekend no edura bra weekend nduru ya Monday ya make us see St. Louis Herbal Clinic bie dada amanfo twen ye time after time say umkwa akohu doctor ne edu o mafa acupressure ne edu o mafa neopathy ne asanso advice wo what to eat what not to eat na sanya we these are many others obi wo honom a bra metumi amana ya we say osori a osi ni sisi ya ne yapa na Saturday miniziga show no mekan sisi yare ni nyina ni hono ma pain keke ebi wo hono a wanya kidney stones especially there ya na happen on your left side of your rib no ya na kidney stones na bema nso ka unu se wo ye bema na se wuntumi nyonso a ukoya na so obae rubber ni medam kra na edua ni ntumi nya adwuma na ye de rubber betum these are many others obi wo hono wo liver problem onantika kra bia no opante ye doctor tumi aka kire nse wo liver no nkire se wo bewu bra St. Louis Herbal Clinic ye do beto acupressure so ye be miamia ma akoma no aboyie anse da bia meka se St. Louis ye ntini kasa ne ntini tichima wo di ba St. Louis Herbal Clinic we are there. The word is your hopa. See a bit me ama wanya wo fan hudie wo ayaresem. Enti onu adofo bro nyan yan fa yare nkonkodie because St. Louis ho enu nti bra yare bia wo typhoid abra wo ulcer bra wo hernia bra any form of disease St. Louis Herbal Clinic we are there. Say ye be ye day ye be na de ye kan say weekend no mumotwi na momra na wo a wo hwehwe a wo nso de yese bra wo de bra yemie bi ntini no meba ne bema ne nyina ya nya wo hwe wo wi abra ne nka ho asem because Eja Louis na nkasa no wo pemedin bebre ntino ene I will treat you say memfo wani enhwe ba bia de for wani hwe St. Louis Herbal Clinic wo typhoid bokina Taifa Bokena, Mr. J, a Honomo Anna Ube St. Louisa Herbal Clinic, Presby, Yo, Uba Se Kroma, your tech, Maxima Filling Station, affordable housing. A honey de Udru Honoma, your slogan, say, hey, me penko for na ye mia wunamo no un semuna na yari akono, akra or Sebuka Frache, or Denufuano Edo Bay Day, Ebaba.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. Me meba. Meba pa na my best so ahwe. Mumiemia me nsem me ne
weekend azoye na ezaya nyama.
And meba pa. Pajo sample numbers ni biom.
Yo number no 020 76 another 76 197.
Okay.
Ana MTN 0546 242 343 0246 242 343.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's it. St. Louisa for Radisha Mumrepemino. You be saying come up. All right. I will check what time and I 12 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. The end of Manson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Ye St. Louisa NAD and Combransana. Ye Zigabeto also on Ziga Stick, brought to you by Doc Activated Chakonom. Mekacha will say a minority the majority issues has to do with a Justice Baffle Bonnie Paul Justice Paul Baffle Bonnie and a vetting committee in the Betana Seniashe na yetumi a vetino and a dre but a minority caucus Eddie Hun Komo Bebre Mekai say answer never background on what the Nema Bibrina Betuja so mumpene what is really happening Ebeba so and I say so yeah share honorable Fenyon Maakye and I've seen Tieno I want 92.9 I feel on Facebook so the share no and Nema the two on the floor of Parliament concerning a Justice Paul Baffle Bond in the betting.
Mr. Speaker, in any event, the man empowered with the mandate to empanel the court is himself the very person who has been nominated. And so far, whereas he was in a hurry to empanel the court to hear the injunction applications, none has happened in any of the 6 cases. Mr. Speaker, there's a high court matter where the Justice Tokonu challenged the warrant of a remover. The AG filed an application seeking constitutional interpretation. It's been weeks that my Lord Baffle Bonnie, who alone has the power to empanel the court, has not empaneled the court. In fact, none of the cases involving my lady Tokonu, as well as our respected colleague Vincent Asefwa, has received the blessing of the court for the purpose of hearing. Meanwhile, the time for hearing has long lapsed, with the AG not filing any process and now seeking the leave of the court belatedly for extension of time. Mr. Speaker, I dare submit that the man who is going to be nominated himself is conflicted. He is in conflict. How can you, who knows that that office, the occupant, is being denied her human rights, and you are supposed to empanel, you are refusing to empanel, yet this house should bless you with the benefit of vetting. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader cannot invite us.
Honorable Minority Leader, I'm pleading with you to conclude.
No, I'm concluding. Mr. Speaker, these are preliminary matters. We have our own matter to deal with, but we want to bring it in the context of the Business Committee report and invite the majority leader to graciously withdraw that aspect of his submission to the effect that on Monday there's going to be vetting. We will not support a report, that business committee report, that has an aspect that says that there's going to be vetting. Mr. Speaker, in any event...
Honorable Minority Leader, do you have the business statement?
Mr. Speaker...
The business statement
Mr. Speaker,
report.
With respect, the business statement, when a member... Mr. Speaker, I've been a majority leader before. When the business statements is presented and questions are asked and inputs are made, and the majority leader and leader of government business, and for that matter the chair of the business committee, confirms certain provisions, it becomes part of the report. That is it. Yes. So, Mr. Speaker, don't take me to that point. Mr. Speaker, with respect, he has confirmed that there has been a program. So, Mr. Speaker, let's not belabor. It's a fact. We are saying that he should take that off. He should withdraw that bit so that the original component of the business committee's report remains without any
17 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. So, Osha Nisisiano, the Honorable Afenyo Maakye, minority leader, and Osha Nisisiano issues that has to do with Justice Paul Bafuboni in the vetting home seminar. But the majority speaker, leader also spoke. Meka Honorable Mahama Ayariga. Yentieno, Nafi, Yemra back to the studio.
That a referral that has been made by the speaker to a committee of this house to exercise a function that constitutionally is within the province of that committee, because the constitution is clear that there shall be committees of parliament, and that when somebody is nominated to be a chief justice, this parliament must give approval, and the internal processes of this parliament is to refer that nomination to the committee. In that a referral that has been made by the speaker to a committee of this house to exercise a function that constitutionally is within the province of that committee, because the constitution is clear that there shall be committees of parliament, and that when somebody is nominated to be a chief justice, this parliament must give approval, and the internal processes of this parliament is to refer that nomination to the committee to do what we popularly call vetting, and then present a report to us for us to consider and then approve. So a referral has been made to the committee. You are saying that there is litigation in the court regarding the propriety of the processes relating to the removal of the Chief Justice, the previous Chief Justice. And because there is litigation regarding the processes leading to the removal of the previous Chief Justice, this Parliament should not consider a nomination brought to this Parliament, a nomination which the Speaker has accepted and which he has referred to a committee for the committee to process. And I once again drew your attention to the fact that the same Supreme Court has said that in matters that are primarily the responsibility of Parliament, once Parliament starts dealing with those matters, no one anywhere.
All right, so 20 minutes past the hour of 8. The ocean is here 14 in Kano. The majority leader, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, and 14 in Kano on the same issue that has to do with the vetting of Justice Paul Bafuboni, which is going to happen today. And I read Obibeka, read, Yavabe she, Neyeti. Any dear Benina. Doc activated Chaco at the Zigestic, Ebebre, Bransana, Mamene, Kayepko, Group Ventures for Indian Common Vienna Fee, and Ziga, and Twasso, our Honum. Kayap, Biabo Cordier.
Yamiadum.
Now what you used to be a fine.
Yamiadum, now what you be a fine.
Nice. Would the weekend in the year, Mammy, our sisters in India. Men will say, and as be a coye, my
to me, Uncle Park. I
went to Uncle Park. My share, but oh, your house and I could go. I must say, by a good near say, I must offside and then have a pass. Go where I see a Mutumian could do catch say, offside position in front of buy. Oh, say born number na beto no koko so no we yama mo a mo eyemo ye nti mo manje
you're coming here today. You're coming here today
because in ekotokofo kayepko yebu anemu na ziga me producer Richard 4 mu otuetema so na mo can be gumu a just a house me nko a me no bia
you know Japan almost
go away there.
Why would I have to be worried?
6 years your upside we are not just on time
for 6 years in
Yeah,
here.
for 6 years.
You intimate shame we
yeah.
And it is we has fun and you have to be worried that your beaters acquire in 6 years on your home grounds.
Enya din ye be shemo. Enya din. But the history na mo pe.
And Sunday some Bible jam ma
History na mo ko Africa na mo say ye ni mo nyam mo ko Africa na mo say ni mo nyam na mo nya de mo ye.
Africa Ghana ha wa shek.
Mo the history sa.
Club Africa some club Ghana ha wa shek Ghana.
Ani onyam
ya asante ko enya ka. Ta mente wase.
Momfa.
And crowd ko Europe nyina.
Ya bo momfa. Whether momfa nya he. Mo se ba ko mano den. Na ye share music abetna dum
anka o say osun asante kotokwa osua sir because for 100 years
mo anu
100 years club washa Ghana no say the club of the century the whole Africa they see club if you remember enye ni onyam se
onyam
the man ya homtene say
ye bo amante
say unu ekun bobrasen wa na openi ne ye kai say wan bobra
and no kre
has ne kotoko problem ni na say has ye nu ampeni for moba sa so wara we France ye ti asante koto
yo yate
uba mu ba Jones empeni homtene
ye bo yate e we yate yes masifa amunya de maye kaiko aminti e de no maye
eda sade enra anije ba ye no saa na ne so ye de anije wura mu wo obi a why ready say opese utukwan ana se okọ amonone aha saa nipa no sabre onto nsa ana se onfa ne telephone na won frɛ ewo 0556 735422 ana 0556 702834 sa nipa ya obefrɛ no bomode na tu anamo ebra ya ahweye ana se ye office oba Accra ha se ya office wo anya market abrekuma anya market kwana so odu market ho a odi esi na frɛ ana se Kumase so ko Oshim police station Oshim police station ho a bedu obi hu se cars no ya park ho a ye ton cars wo ho ehwa na your office no yenya so na yeton cars no aha eti o ha sei woni suadi hunu anase obi ahya obo se ode ubetu kwan anase unipa bi wo ho wa ma invitation se bra na wa upe enipa benam ne so ambama bibia akwadwojo ama anase sabio usurosi obi bebu afaso kalabulefo ne niama fa ho bedwan Kayepco Ventures na ebetimi ama watu kwan akọ akuduru asomdwiem na se wo ho na wo pese wo ba soso na ebia ho soso science enkrata asem ne niama binti untimi emma soso a wote nka no soso ye no be kasa ye do be ba se sia mprempren wo ye mason ni wo ye carpenter wo ye steel bender wo ye tiler chese sanudwuma ahoro anasa wo ye cleaner bomodin na bra ya so ye eno soso akwanya abie sisia mene okasai Japan ye penipa makomako 20 Korea nipa 13 chese ye do mu ekọ akwa ye sanudwuma adwuma ahoro ewo ho no mo wo ye mason su abrasa sebia soso ehia nipa sebia nipa ho mo penkrofo bebri na mo de oya adwuma you be wo Netherlands you will be wo Brazil bomodin na bla na yemfa ntu kwan so pesu ko US babia na mbom kai na hye nso say Kayepco Ventures o pesu ko Arab country bia ha ho mpom frɛ yen no waba ho na yentimi emfa ho nko yesrew ye company no ye nyina ye de English na ye ka ana na say ye ne Europe for ene if one di ensawo so ye ne Arab country bia ni ensawo so kai natural number no 0556 735422 0556 735422 0556 735422 and 0556 702834 0556 702834 me say free number ni say CI na enne de nyame adom director nkasa agi phone no I say o tie de obia eka onwo amofra omo bisa say me pa cho ye be bo kasen yesra o sei sane ma na twam o be digwa wo phone so e wo mu say abefo abade better nya say ya ofre na me pa cho what they make US amebo kasen o yesa nipa bebu afa so because of say nanim die aba etinu betima obi betimi no akasa o ye bibia o internet ne so me pa cho Kayepco Ventures yam pese ye ni nipa be ya na so obi bo wura ye system aka kire ye say me send email ma ye say ma ntinu ye say Brian office
wa nante
bra oba be ba beto me beba beto director beba beto workers ni nyina ene oba no de okita camera opa video ye nyina na to na koba ne say bia asema ba watimi anya bibi so agina enu ntini ya say fa car na bra your office wo de wo kumasi eson boro no aye fra no ohwim eson ade na nso bisa kumasi ba bia say himfa ene ye fa ohwim car ye be kire na waba ohwim police station ehwa na ye office wo Accra so pa na nso bisa say ehimfa na anya market ewa em say Accra ha bro no bia be bisa anya market ana say abrekuma kwan bia no ye be kire bra office na ye no ntena ase frɛ na ye inquiries na ebomu no enkase ye no ni ano ewo phone so me pa cha oba office ya enhyehyɛ wɔ hɔ yɛbɛsinse nkrata bibia work campaign so yegusu ɛyɛ ho adwuma work campaign no a de bia yɛ ka no yegusu ɛyɛ ho adwuma ɛno na ma yɛdin ne nsesa a nipa ne bi mu ɛde din ne bi aka ho ama ya na ɔmo frɛ sɛ Paul Amantem yɛsi adikanfo saa papa ne din no a ɔmo de ma no Bible mu no afei na Matthias yɛ start business ɛna Matthias yɛ sɛ Paul Amantem asin adikanfo because Kayepco nyuma ye no ana say manfo edomu tukwan ne mra ne omo boy ne fans aye agi okromu no ama edu ba bia na papa ne din na hye me nkran pa
nice
tro number no 0556 702834 0556 702834 and 0556 735422 0556 735422 and that director ekita phone no ekita phone no and me so me kita baako and am fia se ya me call office intino wa wateme nka no opa aboanan se ya ne kotwen me wo honom na me ba me no so atwetwe nkomo na director so ene amanfo edi nkomo ofun so na enkudu awiamu no director so beba office na ne mesre say na yadwoyi I don't know say ene no de ntia yadwuma mu ho ebe ye de kire say ene mpanifu akuku da mo kan ho nyina ebo modin ebe tai yachi ama na ye fe enti mesre wo say wo ba bibia no a opese udi udwuma no bo modin a say udi udwuma ko amonone ana say even say Africa countries grabi na opeso kwa na say nhyehyeye unnimu na kwanya wo ba ye be kirew yen akwantuo ho de ana say car business de o de wo ho boyen ya ene o de wo ho abo ekuopa esrew bebre Japan cars no so na begum pa ene Toyota cars ne box ya enam bonti bebrebe a fana ya na yeton ma amanfo companies bebre so betu bi fi ye ho che say ye boa ma amanfo ediye aha
all right but as pa entino bobo numbers ni bio na fi omo mutie nyina no na omo show nyina so no enya ne ntem no omo
yo numbers no me bo the twa to kra na ye 0556 735422 0556 735422 and 0556 702834 0556 702834
okay
Kayepco Ventures obiankai enshane so say your numbers no e 2 pe
that's all
different bia nim
that's all
obian fa foforo frewa anase number mienu amboyi obia de foforo frew anase o frende kotu baabi na o se eye oya adwuma Kayepco a me pa chaw oboa numbers 2 we pe na ye de ye adwuma edamase
yes that's Kayepco for ye damase bebre samo so modem de e by 8:32 is the time na fe yenko oye doc activated charcoal or de eye ziga steak no ebre ziga ye ready ye pe na fe ye de eye nkomo no ahihye so ebo backman deputy director communications united party atenase saso na eye ye boa why member national communication team na fe so member Brian a champion campaign team on also atenase ye de discussions so never be so and then our sister and our mother Janet Asana Nabla so Atenas the chairperson People's National Party PMP on also Atenas here by bidding come now if you are share call and the Ebenya Ziga morning we be able call there.
Yeah, good morning boss.
Nice.
Yes, I'm paying for about better city. Mr. Buckman I'm on it.
Nice.
It's a baby call. Yes. Me party me party chairman.
All right.
That is that. Boss.
Yes, sir.
Assembly back up. Me kai say 2012. Number Free Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Me contest Ufurukum City. So as an independent candidate. So I was 11th hour disqualified. Tina mitifi na menye adwuma. Enti Madam Fubi ye fe na adwuma. Na oye regional correspondent Ashanti region at the Metro TV. Tina me ni freelance at the Metro TV at that time. So we went to Obuasi. Ena ye koye investigations. Sa journalism ye. And at the den Obuasi municipal chief executive. Obabebe ye regional minister of Ashanti region. Ye friend Alexander Akon. With you, I hope you know him.
Yeah.
Alexander Akon. Osuma say something is going on. Ewo ekrobi e fro odaho. Sa odaho ho no. Okwa 22 kilometers away from Obuasi. But e wo na Obuasi municipal. Omuso ni na say sika na assembly ni nya ni na no. Nobody treaty Omuso. Assembly ni ntimi nye scan fanto. So we should go there. Ni yenkotwa videos ni ye no fanya actualities family the case. Anyade. So we went there. A whole normal setting up the treatment plant Ghana water for a year in. When we went there, you start your Jumana or down a crony a kit to Abby. So a crony a kit to Abby. Yes, share a Jumana Senano. And now you do baby na galamse for the besides here. You so ye journalist. You who say so near say, and on besides say, Yan ye betting soon. They chased us out with guns and gunshot. Madam Kacho. The Najma is aware. Honorable Alexander Akon is aware. As my make 2012. Mamena Diana wa famuno. Nana Kluchi. Adiana wa famuno. Sebin told that you wouldn't understand him. Hey. Madam Kacho. See a di tuo. Galamse. For the tuo etata. So will be that. The trauma and psychological warfare now be femnu. So who be a ye can radio say you take it for a joke and I say lenient. Obe taking it kindly. Listen. I now get the reason why a woman can say when you had 5 helicopters and guns, obe stop a galamsey within 2 weeks. I feel no matter say. Apart from say galamsey no bi a helicopter no be gbagbagba nkofo be dwa no he need osumi hia guns etuo de de na ode ye sa no ma we say ka ho biti do so ohia tuo no the woman enoma we ka ho eti do so ohia tuo no look Boko Haram Al Qaeda the Talibans any Fulani herdsmen and conform mo terrorize ye and Africa has here you phone to me so they are not different from these people. I'm telling you, they are not different from Omiya Galamsey. Boss, say Obiya Galamsey, edi two chase will be out. Obiya Galamsey, na Obiya Fuawaye from heritage. Nana nanum de dear Jana were protected for over 70 years. Near day, just a beer, 1 hour. You didn't follow the nego without any compensation. And yet terrorism, listen, last week Mekacha was say, President Mahama, all the economic indicators need Ivan. $12 billion. I buy it to me your foreign reserves as compared to a Kufuor time, November 2024. What share inflation baby edu? What share dollar baby edu? I deal promising now. I'm telling you, say he's on course. But mid-year, me say President Mahama onumisi on Galamsey. I'm telling you. Me say President Mahama on what when we said the air cost and then Galamsey no come. Because the air in the Kufuor time ya da hote to 9 months. Operation Vanguard. Ya compromising omo. Galamsey for battle down with guns. Military and police. Galamsey battled down with guns. Some of them were compromised. 5-speed boats. Thousands of dollars. Yeah, they come for by Galamsey battled them. We couldn't fight them. And today be on 9 months. 9 months or no tio. Watch man one. One no call you bino. One year chasing it out. 9 months no year. 9 months. What's the 9 months? Can you fight Galamsey with this? Boss, what is that your friend say? The AI now, President Mahama promising a waiver. Because the AI grow. And now, Mr. Jen GJ, and anything the GJ for ADB. So when you listen to the O2 for Kasa, President Mahama Kasa, Miami Huni said we did the moon said we are not fighting Galamsey. And we cannot fight Galamsey with this. Obi odi a wodro kogun suom si obi numu owu anayede tio enye se wonimu wonim se me de ade de gun suom ma e de pa ne incofonia fibroid incofonia cancer skin rashes deadly diseases health insurance intimi cover and etete ne pa no wonim ya shamra deliberately ji obi confidence owu anayede okoka ya so ya hash enti sa di pa no ya the bomb ya to bomb ko ne site na ayede amu decide we tete 9 months be no wait be akọ Galamsey see it me and shoot to kele dia ti said ye be a bossy e kan dia see it me nya sa de ne dia AI na we he the AI na President Mahama ko your friend say the 3rd annual transformation dialogue on small scale mining at the University of Energy and Natural Resources 2024 campaign also may use artificial intelligence and so artificial intelligence no robotic ayina no enim obia we enim NDC enim MPP enim obia boss ye di kogina ho a enim obia the moment about it working and you be the operating Accra ha ye di akosi ho enim obia let us use it ye ja 9 months ye di pa ade de BC da Kufuor the time the Kufuor the buy kind Kufuor the time nkofo she Jubilee House no me Galamsey today obi she Jubilee House o Galamsey Joseph Yemi akatre party for Kufuor the time na party for Galamsey and today Joseph Yemi ne abanga they are on your kwaya investigate to Kufuor the time na ahemfo Galamsey ya chiwo hini bi sisi ne all battle court case Kufuor the time no police for Galamsey ya chibi today Kufuor the time na DC for ya galamsey swaman
okay.
Swaman ayi ya fa ne say mine was the DC ya galamsey turn on off member of ayi turn on off MC Erastu say Arisari don't quite expose the say akwade ya galamsey
all right
and I galamsey on the person so e dey biam yenye amodi sadi we tete ti mo pese ya na ehi betu ye si etimi akokra so ada godima ama ba say akufa re to mo kra so say 11 million
yeah 11 million yeah
11 million Ghana cedis ya starting kra so no time ya me ho 2035 no kra no sa 2025 ya nuru and ya starting kra so no what one had the 9 mo say 30 9 mo so ya dey
FNC yada say ziga yada say bebre say what day ziga stake no so ebre what check your time now 8:41 is the time where Kessben 92.9 and face Kessben TV. Now this one is coming from the Central Region. It says that Prof Nana Ama Brown Kluche's family members and her hometown folks in Nyanfeku in Krofo in the Ebura Asebu Kwamankese district of the Central Region are very worried about last week's unfortunate incident that happened to the EPA boss. This is, I mean, so sad, and it is really not, I mean, exciting to hear. Say this is what is really happening within the space, but. If they won't come on now, the echo. Good morning, or say I may be in Kwabenya. Let me applaud Speaker Bagbin for doing the needful and telling the micro minority, no matter their brouhaha, the acting CJ will be vetted. We appreciate you, Mr. Speaker. Regards to Honorable MC Agbo of Gan East and Deputy CEO Honorable Peter Akwesi Mensah and TDC boss Courage Makafui or also Nedia or de Ebaye and no. Then Meshach, also Odiana Ba has a long one. He says that the huge majority of Ghanaians are very much grateful to the good work of President Mahama and the NDC government, Ms. Dowen. The youth of Ghana must demonstrate against President Mahama to rescind his decision from not contesting for the third term. According to the music legend Oforian Ponsa, he was born into the UP tradition, but he will at any time vote for the NDC if President Mahama decides to contest again in 2028 because of his good work. So whether President Mahama like it or not, we the youth of Ghana need him again in 2028. Period. Meshach Asante from Amasaman. Ono so ne dia ode eba en penfo atena se yem right na fe yem bedi nkomo na fe yen hwede ekọ ene dia eba nyina penfo mi chia mu nyina bibia bokọ de yem na do me jodo nice yeah that's pa say moba na maba betena se na ye ba bedi eye enkomo make also say eye discussion na face to get stake no doc activated charcoal na ede ebre doc activated charcoal na ede eye discussions na face to get stake no ebre no ntino wa wo eye indigestion wa wo bloating gas and I face so wo eye stomach ulcer and I face no wo issues that has to do with eye acid flushing ni na no me pacho doc activated charcoal and I will be you so DOK oko eye friends a pharmacy bia also do hwehwe DOK activated charcoal powder obon sa akra na ometiasie ometro de eko ene de be nyina se wa wo ku food poisoning ayo na fi opese ohuru eye wo mojem no skin a friend say o tummy no bibia de a doc activated charcoal and I'll be used to mamu kwenye indigestion itching and face skin rashes na no me patrol doc activated charcoal ebe boy ye pa 100% natural and I feel so safe eman kwada na face mpanyimfo nyina de hia ne se obe mix e wo insume no wanom na no pa ene enwumre ebe boy ye pa nti so kwa no makasa ohwehwe DOK doc activated charcoal ebebo ye pa opedodo to pa dia yenko adia pharmacy Kumase Love Life Pharmacy Kumase Pure Leaf Kumase Colina Kumase na fesu na boachi wotema mensa e wotakrade and I face Joe Bennett, I was Sunyani Delight Pharmacy, I will Kofri dia Widama Pharmacy, was Shaman, and I face so a Okanshi drug lane when Sa Ebe can be Honum. Doc Chaco, on Sabe can be a friend number with 0598 206885, 0598 206885, and I face 020 661 6620, 020 661 6620. Doc activated charcoal powder. Na ehukuru umojem na ehukuru uwidiem no bibiem na assign amawa hoden papa umpewe na opedea Yenin common ye be shase na ya he de ko ene de ebe nyina ye bo bia boko de
Crystal Dominia
ye de radia say Auntie Jane bibia boko nice ye de radia say and then the man himself Ebo Backman bibia boko de you before who will be where nice ye be stay but that say but me say with you ye boy the issue of mining because that is where we're heading towards now. President Mahama any call GG for event no Kumasi no or their tuja. He spoke about what really happened to Yemame Prof Nana Ama Kluche, the attack that came on her and a journalist on Ekano and I face the fight on Galamsey. Idea we need to still talk about it and find solutions. I mean to it and all that. But in the next 8 minutes, on this matter.
Medase. Ma memfa akwanya mfa nchie mu odin ma ye na tiefo ene no pay na ya hwefo nso a amaje bra mo hwe ye no pay ye din chamam minti na firikeso eso no pay na memfa nchia mu odin ma Dr. Brian ya we champon asabre wapeja campaign chenchenche pa o memu a party coup etwadinachi basically because of nensema or kan ye nsema e de mpuntuo ensema e de ahode foforo be hye party nsema de ani da so ene nsema party manager to say ye de adwuma e be ma party no ho aba akono na party ne betimi aba aba mu bio sabre a campaign abedu a central region finfi mantemu a obonto anti e be se party mase amon fasina bibia yakobia no amagie na monji on feso na oyene basabasa bia mensi na campaign enko jojo quick one we the mesre we say obama me sima ba ko mienu bi then I'll deal with some of our internal issues because say yamma yeni anko ho ne and deal with it will create much more problems after the 31st January election. First of all, former members of parliament, Mienubia Kansembia, we cannot, as a party, we cannot just leave it like that because we are Kassetia, Amanyomu, Nipemu, Enjichemu. How do you say it? Adia Chiche Nipemu. Honorable Kojo Ajimai, or a former member of parliament for Asante Achim North.
Yes.
Honorable Samuel Atachia. Also a former member of parliament for Ebuakwa South. Amumi Enuaye is very important comment to be. I say important because when he has a big canwasm. And I'm commenting it says because you say Dr. Brane Champo every epoye mante munti. Say MPP for the neighbor say yentu Obama na me president Ghana for the yentu Obama. Now I'm reasons I'm exciting thing say na now the Dankwah Kufuado eye obi ofi epoye mante mu. And because of that na say the neighbor say yentu Obama Ghana for yentu Obama. Na ka sampenifo kasa na nke was under what context and content ben and I want to put out there. First of all, now the Dankwah Kufuado every MPP leadership no wa handi over ama an Easterner and obi ofie poem mantem. Yera Dr. Baumia nodna. So by a party contest, now the Dankwah Kufuado handed over the baton from Eastern region to Northern region. Yera Dr. Baumia. Uban amanyo se amamuo no so a na Dankwah Kufuado handed over power to anybody in the Eastern region. He handed over power to Yera John Mahama. No so ye nodna. It is a Dr. Brane Champon winning MPP primaries. He is taking over from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who is a nodna. Say ya dene kosi Ghana for to Obama na Ghana for to Obama na he is taking over from another nodna who is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So it cannot be true. Say because he said Nanado Dankwa Kufuor fi Eastern region, Ghana for Toaba Emma another Eastern. But the question is, Sebio Yera John Mahama, Ofri North. Kojo Baha Ajimai, any Yera Tachia, can they guarantee say Ghana for about to Abama Obia Ofri North?
Okay.
So I think, sir, Amanyo Semu Nipemu Injimuno, and this space in MPP politics. And say that yes, so.
All right.
Ye Ramu me no ye Ramu a party nasa one and yam in the past.
Okay.
Kojo Ba Ajimai. Why a member of parliament? Ura Tatia, member of a minister and a cabinet minister. Intin Kasa Sanko Fujina Paso, Namo Kasa. Their credibility, and sometimes their credibility is even at stake.
Okay.
They should put their argument in a proper context.
Okay.
What is the context? Adiena. You should tell us what different and our candidate at the bar, Abema MPP Akwenya. If you cannot distinguish and answer, set that tone, say, my candidate with this unique quality, you don't go on that cheap target.
Okay.
And I think, sir, it deserves to be put in a dustbin and forgotten.
Okay. All right.
Now,
yes.
My main fa Akwenya tsunami mo Orebia over the weekend. Winning say Central Juma or Ghana ni na no. Orona within the year under review, no. What born home of the empire, Gordon Asediba of TV3. I am a who I say, Bebuno to say, Ure, I set Nebusian Yonyam, was said Nejuman Yonyam, no was short one Casaso, one Yonyam. We would encourage Yenuanma more this industry and say, if you do your work with the needed ethics and etiquette of your friends at Juma, a bribeba, regardless of how long or how short you've been in the industry, no, players will see and then reward you.
Sure.
And in Cransakese, na me bona baso.
Sure.
Now, a day assembly, we are still here talking about Galamsey. Debia, na me per se will look at the root cause of our problems. Let's not just jump into first of all, the Ghanaian youth needs to survive. So, as policy makers, policy implementers, no, we should always find alternate solutions so that can also so men call Galamsey. What have you provided as an alternate livelihood for them? I don't want to go back into and say because we are not providing solutions. So what I said, I can decide to use my time and go about the promises made but yet to be fulfilled. Say, I was say putu, what do we call it? What John Mama word no use? No.
Yeah,
in opposition, he said that is it curfew or what?
Oh, state of emergency?
Yes, that we should put a state of emergency on Galamsey, and that we have formed NIMOS, and that look, the problem is an existential threat on the livelihood of your citizens. And now I know what I say. So we now we are university. Just this year, over 15,000 Ghanaian youth area university. They don't know what they are going to do to survive. The narrative should be addressed towards what is the alternate livelihood for the people of Ghana. Because Sabio, why na ni tirimu pepe obepese kratinia we university na obetena fi obeda oda sore no pa de obedie uni because they don't have any alternate livelihood to survive. And nothing and Ghana mebunu atiegu nwuremu a woye galamsey. Ye wo krom ha under the erstwhile administration of the Nana Dankwah Akufo-Addo. Every policy be a friend, one district, one factory, a buyer. Meaning okay. It was a major flagship policy of the erstwhile Akufo-Addo administration. At the end of that policy ceased to achieve. The policy was intended to create jobs, sustainable jobs. What we realized that after a major research work, we discovered that, for instance, let me use Mikro Muami free. Oba asane manswa crosswa. Sebi abe. Produce palm oil or palm trees. Yeduani bebre asasene ye so good. I would see wahana ye yeduani bebre. So we needed to find oko baby to say a table buamanten banchen Bahire oko oti regional dambai Bahire niema baby. Every region has a unique oba baby aminu oko central regional. Woodya atosodie be to say a friend is saying carrot, friends, fruits, bits, pineapple, any other. Assassinate ye, Tietimia day, etimian faso, so a Akufo-Addo, and in a buyer, as a son, an industrialization drive beer. A big guarantee that every district should have a job, an employment center. You bet me absorb your youth into working.
Okay.
And this was anchored by the participation of the private sector. Into the Bible, government will provide the vehicle so that the private sector will lead this drive. Let's start. The idea is that we want to have every district to have a factory. Eti kaoko wale sena ye dua watermelon na post harvest losses e does say yen income tino. Let's have these factories. And the government started. Look, we always have a teething problem with every policy that you start. We can talk about national health insurance. We can talk about free secondary, free high school. No, let me build so that we can at least have a boy. The government started, but the government could not complete. Your catch as a governance is what it comes to continuation. In Tinanki, you fool say because he said, and the Galam say Ababa a threat on our existence, we would rather look for alternate employment for our people. So one would have thought, say, John Mama Abayano would have continued the employment drive started by the New Patriotic Party. But guess what? Atoforsen, in his first budget reading, told us that one district, one factory, it's a waste on government expenditure, and therefore the policy has been cancelled. Cancelling a policy that was going to ensure employment, we are yet to have an alternate policy which is not a waste on government expenditure. In the Mebununo, how do they survive? And Mebununo, how do they survive? Today, how would you fight Galamsey when Mustafa Bande is telling us that the Jubilee House is monthly receiving the NDC as a political party and receiving 20,000 Ghana cedis monthly from the Jubilee House?
Okay.
Where are they getting these monies from?
All right.
20,000 per constituency means that every month the Jubilee House part with 5.5 million Ghana cedis to the various districts. In the 10 months of John Mahama's administration, I am telling you why we cannot fight Galamsey.
No, Mama Mato is about time.
So let me conclude, Pato. Just a minute.
Just a minute. Mr.
In this 10 months, John Mahama and the Jubilee House has disbursed 55.2 million Ghana cedis, 5.5 $4 million has been distributed. Where are they getting these monies from? Where is the Jubilee House getting 5.4 million Ghana cedis to be distributed to the NDC party at the district, at the constituency level? It is the Galamseyers now.
And they want to me in Canada. I mean, I can't tell.
So they should tell us.
One question is where they got it from. It means that you
they,
don't even have enough.
Exactly. So one would think, sir.
Neither all of us
one
will
would
also
think,
want
sir.
to tell,
Look,
Galamsey,
let me tell you.
I mean, clearly,
let me
we
tell
cannot
you.
say
It
that.
is the reason why today there is an attack on government officials. You know why?
But the attacks on government officials even during the 8 years ago.
Right? Yami Akatre say. One tear say Yami Akatre, Mrana mo petumi na mo ko Galamsey fuo and go diska a campaign.
All right.
So Yami Edika Akatre Ghana for them. The illegal miners sponsored.
Your time has ended.
Mate,
Your
time has ended. As a Janet, I mean to you with regards to this one. But one critical thing that UPA boss, I mean, or the BEM, the angle or the BEM that I was happy about was to end the aspect where Omomoton Galamsey and equipment, you know. That was the main reason why they were even out there to look at it, because Galamsey, you know. But ambient shops, Omoton sa and Niemana Yedia Galamsey, you know. We have not even shut these stores and all those ones. And who Kumoko Diana at this time so we in a brand no.
Maminchia me co-panelists and a Maminchia Ghana phone now. Eba Galamsey Sua. Let me say that was in, I don't know whether say February or March, and I call one of my sister stations. Miko can say President Mahama untimi nku Galamsey on far 2 million mame. Now within a month, I will bring Galamsey to a halt. And Eba ya same. Omobisa me say median, and I say I will use the shoot and kill method because these people are environmental terrorists. In fact, Mami starting me this in Krampo about this EPA and you can about journalists and you can about nine moves and I'm almost saying
9 moves. Yeah.
You see, all these institutions are omoko one more omoko year the omo year you know HRS will down for no one of your the guy my vice me vice ne can baby or can say yes. Ghana is becoming a hub for terrorists. Sure. Wuko other places, omo Bukum Haram. Wuko other places, omo Al Qaeda. But wuba Ghana, yes, we are illegal miners. See, omabe dani terrorists. And now omo terrorism no. There was a commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Oh, ye helpless at this particular moment. Ontimi nyeni juma. Onu ne ye President Mahama. And yes, I want to me yeni juma. Omu nim di omu ye. Because terrorists were hone e you been a creative terrorist now. Now see the all creative terrorists no unko fight terrorists now. It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult for the one who have created the terrorists or omu free omu Galamseyers. Say ni pakune sanko fight sa Galamseyers no no create or benefit from them no. Nipa kru no onko ye nti ube hu se obe wo ho na deny Musaba no kofa water gas aba. He's doing everything possible to make sure say no one fights it. In the eyes of the public it will be like he is fighting something, but in truth the person is not doing anything. That is what is happening at this particular moment. And I think that the United States, Donald Trump ss on fan into Ghana na Ghana ye president terrorist is emerging. And one day there will be a problem to the international community. Inti senia opese onko Nigeria no. Onfa nenuntu Ghana ha. We are brewing terrorists in Ghana. Donald Trump, set your eyes on Ghana. Because terrorists are being brewed and they call them illegal miners. People are aware that these people are being like empowered to kill Ghanaians, murder Ghanaians, because many will say the women are losing their pregnancies. Obi nya miscarriage eya kwala eye nipa na wu ye. These people are killing children. they are giving cancers to now. Even children are having cancers at mining this in communities. Mini wu kese if you look at the magnitude of diseases, you can about kidneys, livers. They like senior I increase ya kolebu ba ya omudi data no ba ye. Wouldn't name baby every galamsey intera. Ghana Water Company for aba abesuwa chire say time bi beba. We will not be able to treat water for Ghanaians to drink. What it means is that these people are intending to wipe the entire country out. And what are we saying? The government, the president says he cannot fight. Commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Also on to me, Odibema nine Mosufo, and now obe endanger the life of Naimos in the life of terrorists. Omwane creates are terrorists. Look, Onyankopon say yankanekure. Obi oye part of this galamsey yi bia we. Eye muso kese o. I've been telling people say this in press before omo wo omo nyum bia oya omo tu. Boni ni nechi no eni sika boni ni nechi o eni sika because of money sikantra. You allow people to try to destroy 35 million Ghanaians and you said you are helpless, you cannot do it. President Mahama is fighting against the constitution that brought him in as a president of this country. His main aim on that day, 7th January, the sword he was holding, he said he promised to protect the citizens of Ghana. Now, on to me, yes, I almost impeaching. President Mahama de Kaye, Article 69 so. But many will say President Mahama turning the back of Ghana for say, on to me fighting galamsey.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Or the now at 9 months is for or the and this in the same. This is a war. We are in medress omukum nipa. Miti say na mi brasi e na omu need juma ye. Media obi obeka sabi omu chini pakro no tom. Obi obeko radio, television station ko kachiro omu say and we have the youth, they don't have jobs and they are omu chini pakro no tom because they are part of this galamsey tena yen mini uke. Inti mi brawe aka mi wo.
Inti yenchi ya untum.
Because the people look a true galamseya is someone who says that you to no need juma mo ye. And yen These youth were working with meaningful jobs. No bimu tong nyema, no bimu ye farmers. Oma jai no mo si sika wo mining su and asisi omo woko. Na ukotena radio su, ukotena television su, aka kire nipa say, oh, they don't have jobs. Anka mine ye president. Obi obeko mi fighting mi galam say na mi ti say, oh, they don't have jobs. Na ma chuwa kutum. Obi anka biyo. Obi oye medra oh say yenja mu no mu kum ya sadia obi su kum nipa jisika mu nja omu ya omo mu ye ambrobes ni nyina mu nja omu obi obe ya diboni bia wo Ghana na wuchi na obe hu oni sikantra de mu ken why are you trying medress people who are medress and omo mu wo ho ni nyina omu ye politicians for enye Ghana youth your politicians ne ko fa la sa omu police station agents no ko tu ho. These people are politicians being manpowered by politicians. Ghana, our terrorism situation is as a result of politics. Sometimes na MPP for ne wo ho no na no omu ne terrorizing this country with galamsey sisi a president Mahama ni ne krom for NDC for ne ye terrorists omu wo ho a minimu kasa ye mpese ye nka no kure no so ma be addition which national executives omo parliamentarians omo who kwakwe even constituency level omo district chief executives omo na ye beka ye nka nokure santi na de bia o se odi nine mosu no because on himself or the military no kwa omo be kwa kuni MP omo be kum ni ministers omo be kwa kum onu president Mahama no anka se NDC for omo be kum omo enu ti na open nine mosu no enya sa or your commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
But tell me, o pesanka o mampenyi then order nanka oma.
Oma said a total like a state of emergency or a total ban on galamsey and set up our military to every distance.
No, as in total ban on mining.
On illegal mining. That's small scale mining.
Because
a
there's a difference between
ban.
small scale and illegal.
No.
Mining.
To me, small scale miners, no, illegal miners, no. There is no any small scale miner over Ghana or mining responsibility.
But there are too many of them.
There is none. what license no na ye illegal miners no. Inti obi a opese onkum galamsey yenku galamsey fight no. Ye ma yenka no kre. Ye nim ene illegal miner small scale miners ni nyina ba kukurampo ni or ye responsible mining. Inti we should put a total ban on small scale mining. Say mo obi a mine biu. And now obi obe mine bia they should shoot and kill. In every day we should be recording about 20 to 50 deaths. Every boy, sir, 500 million people, 500,000 people now. Musi, omu na ye in charge of. Nipa bonifo onyankopon pe o masem. Na ya yi omu nyina afri ho. Na onyankopon abonensama ye. Because the omu ye no, enye ye nkwa na omu di adiboni kire o. The Bible says that on the third day, God created the land and all the trees and the what and what he planted them on that day. Ena inti the omu ye no, enye ye nkwa na eye ya. Obi owo nyankopon asem awo ne kuma mo bia ebe ne ya nti de ye kan say President Mahama is not fighting galamsey. It is the truth, and he doesn't want to fight galamsey. Anka opese wo be kan no mo aka kire o say sa nipa na mo ha e obi ba he nti wo ba na pese wonku mi no wo ba na ye medra obi mo na ye hwan mu na omo ba na wo hono mu wukum obi wie na ne maame ana ne papa ba be kan say mpache me ba wuku no na wachi nipa ko na ko tun sawam nti wo ba na anka o pese onkum 35 million Ghanaians and we ye koma won ko report ma police for. So anybody obekasa no hwe, the truth is that obi o can say how can we be killing people nipa ko no ye galamsey ya omu na di galamsey for no ko tu ho no mo.
All right. But I say, Janet, ono so ne di ode buy. Backman, mami nti o na fe, yenko embra sisia.
Kojo. When they show, Madam Mokase no, so obomidin kasem. And I think it is just a misrepresentative of what the fact that I was trying to put across. I never justified galamsey. Amo galamsey no. I never justified that it's a good cause. The main person making.
And you are not a galamsey.
I have never.
But
in my entire.
No, the angle now no person
say.
The analysis are yin na.
That statement you should withdraw.
No, but maybe or say. And that is a view. Or say obibia obeka say. That person should be arrested.
Listen to her right now. She said it. Say ya.
And that person should be arrested.
That is my opinion.
No,
should be arrested.
Because what can say? Why analysis?
Is it fair that to make
your argument maybe you can.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
I think Kojo, let's be honest. Say discuss galamsey issue. Now attack the issue of unemployment, then you don't know what you are talking about. If you think the unemployment is not a cause,
it's not.
Then you don't know what you are talking about. You are just talking.
We were in this country without galamsey. We're living well.
Because
Janet
Kojo, you pay him or you jumasam. Atasa. Now say above be school. No, on your juma ya. About show juma why? Do you get a point? So the issue of unemployment can be related to the issue of galamsey. And so be a demon in children galamsey.
But you see, she made another argument.
No, the argument I made.
Or can argument be said until we all saw the escalation of galamsey. What were these youth? Were they not doing one way or the other some form of trade?
But so Kojo, don't you know that
Kojo,
don't you know that our level of unemployment has risen?
Kojo,
don't you know over the years?
It rose over the years 1.4. That 1.4 million or so that were raised, were we able to determine the number of percentage and no muguma anymore?
So Kojo, the point is that there's anybody who would discuss the issue of galamsey without talking about the issue of unemployment doesn't know what he or she is talking about. That's the truth. Kojo, that is beside the point.
What are your money?
Let me make my point. Kojo, first and foremost, my chia EPA boss. I'm going about professor.
Yes.
Kluche. Na min chia
oye Naimos boss oye Kanabua na mo bo na about do enyim dey dem nkofo ebiani so what one office no one nkofo da nche akwanhie na okohia no nche won kohia
yes
so ya that what down na adwuma do armchair na what in office na was swing nche obi nche galamse no record but nche obi anyim dey bibi dem record o send what call field what ye adwuma nti no get that confrontation no. So it means they were working and it say all of them are Kanabua no or set up camp or whatever what area no to fight Galamsey nti orokon no told them or confronting Crawford. So that was not even the reason why Okro, but the one that he confronted it. He insisted and took the matter to police station. That should tell you he's serious about his work, because MP na Obeda Obapachao through Collins Dowden. No, I believe that them MP Collins Dowden, the law must deal with them. We shouldn't compromise at all. And let me tell you, even the worst is that condition wasn't an MP. Court is man there. He shouldn't travel outside Accra. Over the weekend, he was in his constituency. So we'll book court in Branodo. That MP should be dealt with. We should be serious in this country. Collins Dowda should be dealt with, because I have information that all of them, one way or the other, they are involved in what is happening there. And it is not good for this country that Obidum Koya is not a wronger. You MPs will come to their defense against the state. When you have sworn an oath or parliament today, you will protect Ghana. You'll be faithful to the country called Ghana and the people in the country. So I believe they should be dealt with. So contrary to what my brother Zigaba Kanohan, Naimos is doing fantastic work. Yambo on Abaudo, Nemum, Yansira Banade, on equip one more, one expand one activities, one finance one more logistics, one year Germany ye. They say, why yeah? Because you see, the boss confronted the politician and damn the consequences, he took the matter to police station. And if you know Kanabua, if you are talking about soldiers are Ghana, where you're very professional, when you're corrupt, where you're sincere, and where patriotic. If you count three, he'll be one of them. He'll be one of them. That is why he was selected for that position. In saying baby, a woman a bribe, or the child refuses them. Yeah, because he thinks the future is more important, and so we should protect. So I expect that if I want to see this government is serious about fighting Galamsey, this year budget, I want to see there we make enough provision.
Just as the president said.
Yes, to support the activities of Naimos and other bodies what fight Galamsey. And also, Professor BPA, Waroko Outer, they shouldn't go alone with some few soldier people. Because they are working in tandem with Naimos. And so it is important today, if you are working in tandem with Naimos, you move together. So when you go into community, you go with well-equipped people, because they're paying people. See, I know, war zone. Every Galamsey area is a war zone.
It's true.
When somebody is holding gun, okita gun, prepared to shoot, it's war. So you don't go with few people, so military men. No, you go well-equipped. Even Professor, all close shops, they want to wear champagne, very fantastic idea.
Yes.
Let's destroy or let's stop them from producing those things. Now, you don't go there because you're EPA. You go with armed men, so that when obituary they can retaliate.
They said they're
yes. So next time they should work in tandem. It's very important. So that is one. Two, Kojo, another point I want to make in relation to what I'm saying there. You see, Kojo, Ghana, your mining universities were anemobua.
Yes.
At least in one waterqua.
Yes.
You were expert in environment. You're expert in forests. One of our experts. Now, let me tell you, good contribution to this economy, if you do it well, will save this economy. Will make Ghana a better place. Now, the only challenge we have is that, in our case, unlike South Africa, where they are mining without destroying one water bodies, and they are mining, in water bodies. So it means if our experts can mine, can help us, can propose ideas, can propose means are able to as a mine gold without destroying our water bodies, without destroying our forest, gold will be of benefit to us. So the key is that the key question is that how do we do mining at the small scale level, at the medium scale level, at the large scale level, without destroying the water bodies, without destroying the forest? That is the fundamental question. I'm if you there. Also, you can't pay for expert in one room. Give them 3 months. 3 months, come with a proposal, recommendation as to how we can mine in this country without destroying our water bodies, without destroying our forests. So that Mbabu being a responsibly and we mine sustainably. That is what is important. That is what Yah was talking about. We need to do things. We find alternative mining method. Mining without destroying water body and forest. And also alternative livelihood. Since I don't need to go and risk my life. Do you get the point? So it is important. So our experts must put their heads together. Mr. President, put them in a room for 3 months. They should come with solutions. That is why today, when you are sleeping, you don't walk to your television to put it off. You use remote control. But it was a problem. Somebody saw it as a problem, sat down, and devised a way to solve that problem. That is how come we had remote control. So let our people begin to think. Put them in a room, let them think, so that we can mine without destroying our water bodies. Very important, Kojo. 2, at the moment, before Galamsey, you see, we had 2 types of Galamsey. The first one was the pure Galamsey, gather and sell, where the farmer will call mining companies, baby, wait to 2 ones, they gather it, they bring it up, they crash it, then they wash it, they make money. That time, no saying so, because one factor was not there: excavator. That time they were not using excavator. Okay. So the changing agent is excavator. If we can stop excavators from entering our forest, excavators, you can't hide them. They are too huge. Let's focus on excavators for the next 6 months. Let's go and demobilize every excavator in forest on Sadoko. Kojo, we have enough excavators in this country. We don't have to import excavators again. Seize once, if you're a contractor, you need excavator, come and rent it. Cheap, so the cost of production will be cheap for you. Kojo, do you get the point I'm making? So we need to stop importation of excavator completely. My yes season, young farm rent, young distribute across the country.
It's enough.
Yes, enough, more than enough. Across the country, no contractors, one rent, and then once we're responsible mining, once one rent, but that's not what I say. So excavators should be moved from the forests, because I don't know Bundia, Ekuma, and yeah, holes and cutlasses and axes no use. They use excavators. In fact, let me tell you, without excavator, champagne is nothing. Are you getting it? So let's focus on excavators, demobilize all of them. It is very important. Another issue, Kojo, I think I will land on this one. Kojo, the point is that there's a fear on the part of politicians. That's the reality. It happened under Akufo-Addo. That is why my own mate, UFRA. He was. We were mates secondary school, and we met in Legon too. Fantastic guy. But he said what? Us yen I'm saying there. What you be journey or you lose election now. So that fear is there. Kojo, what is the fear? One, this girl I'm saying if we are finance political parties. That is the truth. MPs now as a war constituency now. These boys and girls finance their campaign. It's one. Fear of not having money to run campaign is one. Fear of losing election is another fear. Now, do you know how we can deal with this issue of fear or a blackmail? If you don't vote for me, or if you sack me, or if you chase me, I will vote against you. It's a blackmail, political blackmail. What we can do in there as a state, if you are serious, 2028 elections, before I'm saying intensive elections. I'm repeating it. 2028 elections. Before I'm saying heavy or heavy or sense no elections. Let's suspend some part of the constitution. So that when we are going there, there's no fear. Because there's not going to be any election. And fight it ruthlessly. Ruthlessly. By the time you're fighting, Experts are in the room, devising the strategy we will use to do galamsey without destroying water bodies and forests. By the time we finish fasting galamsey, because this time there's no election, so there's no financing election, there's no fear of losing election. Then deal with it. You know, that time the experts have come with their recommendations. Then we can implement so that the youth themselves will begin to do proper mining without destroying water bodies, without destroying forests. That is the way to go. Okay. Other than that, some politicians, you know, say you jam on the mara. They don't care. They only care about power. They care about how to finance their campaign. And by so doing, they are killing us. Kojo, they are killing us slowly. Three things, no many people survive. And home, in family, is very easy. These three elements is what galamsey destroying, or what galamsey is destroying.
Okay.
Therefore, Kojo, let's go all out today. And I'm calling on the president. I'm calling on Parliament and the judiciary and even Ghana Police. MP now, that young MP now, Kojo Ado says, you know,
Stephen North.
Yes. Right. What can the mom go anywhere outside Accra? No? Last weekend, no constituency. I have the video here. No, no constituency. So we're boombrado. We shouldn't sit down for these young people who have just got a chance to go to Parliament to be disrespecting the laws of this country. Yeah. If it happens like that, what do you think will happen? People will begin to also disrespect the laws all over the place. He's a leader. He should lead by example. The law must deal with him. Collins Dada must be brought into the equation. And defense intelligence man, not so called. All of them, the law must deal with them. You shouldn't joke in this country.
Okay. But I say a book backman. Remember, a boy so to have the clarity, and then we move on from there. But I'll say I am in a galamsey area, and I can say that the government method of fighting galamsey is very wrong, because the government can reclaim the spoiled land after buying galamsey gold. On also Nadia or the border. Say good morning, sir. I think the government should provide guns for the woman to go to sites to shoot and kill. I think she is good for the job. On also Nadia or the Ebayan, and this one says that good morning, sir. I am Owusu from Nkoko. If Madam Janet says small scale miners are galamsey is granted, let her go to New Ebrim Newmont Company and see why they do blasting. It affects the water bodies sometimes, and if you do not have an idea on something, she should not say it. Thank you. And then this one says that we can't solve the problem with politicians because they are the cause of it. We are waiting for president to speak as a man, shoot and kill, and the galamsey will be over. Major Mensa. And this one says that well done, sir. This woman in your studio, I like her submission. Wow. I will soon join her party. This is Kojo, Nadia or the Ebaye, and no. Kojo, my mount just 2 minutes on this one, not clear on this particular thing, and then sorry, now you're moving on. I think that clearly calling him as a galamsey without any evidence is also not good. So we'll have to deal with him.
You didn't understand. I'm saying that all those who are saying that the youth have no jobs, yes, so that is why they are doing this thing. Yes. They should be arrested because they are pure galamseyers. Because why?
Because the youth are pure galamseyers. No, or
those people just saying those things.
Yeah, a galamsey without any evidence.
That is my opinion. No,
and I think that
I've just told you that those who are saying that they should listen, because they are enablers of galamseyers.
Yeah, but
they are proper enablers. Anyone who says that the youth have no jobs. No,
you need to be fair.
Okay, to him there, to him there. I'm so sorry that I said that, but to anyone who makes that pronouncement, they are enablers of galamseyers, and they are galamseyers.
Kojo,
yes, they are enablers.
Just a quick one.
Yes, sir.
Let's be serious here. Kojo, a common zoda in Zerika. Let me tell you this. Why do you think some of the youth know what gun who could shoot to be on if you know? You think Wabodam Kaka? Say a common zoda in Zerika.
Okay.
So that is why we have leaders. That is why our leaders must provide.
You see what leaders must provide the alternative. I am from Northeast region, where people come here to do what? Kayayi. During the time that I was in my village, the hunger was too much. We refused to renege, and we went to school.
Okay.
But nowadays, children, they don't want to pass through pain. So anyone who do that's galamsey, it's not because of anger. It's because they don't want to pass through pain. They want to pass through the easy way.
Because some even say to almost tongue and near mano Emma galamsey for are they hungry? They are not hungry. They're also making money out of it and all. Yes, in Pacho,
because they want us to contribute to existing knowledge.
Sure.
First of all, and also prefer solutions to a problem.
Sure.
Yeah, can say unim di OTA, ebia policy makers ATA, and something drops out of the table, then it becomes and something we go beyond the politics. Me a politician, I could come and sit here and do politics whatever we are doing. But I always want my argument to be based by data, so that we can inform our people.
Okay.
So if you look at the population census, it says this Ghana between 2010 to 2025, Ghana economy has grown approximately 12.5 million in nominal terms, from 24.7 to 37.3, and that is huge. Kojo they train and say Krono enyini ye labor force no so e enyini. You have a growing economy and as a population, almost 60 to 65% ewo youth bracket.
Kessben 92.9.
But only a jumama sa mebuno. That alone is a national security issue.
Okay.
Fantastic point.
That alone.
Sure, I agree with you.
We're growing almost 60% of your population within the youth bracket. And the labor force out of that youth bracket is almost 40%. Yet you don't have sustainable jobs for them. It's a problem.
It's scary. Very scary.
That is where I want us to, as a policy advisor or something, I want us to look at our problems from.
Okay.
So what I said.
Matthias said.
And some Mrs. Starkey, I perfectly agree with her that politicians are enablers of terrorism in our society. So what I said. But let's flip the coin. A year now, Kabinoka say, you want sustainable jobs for this 40% of our youth who are not working now. How would they enable them? Because me be free here, me come a jumem. So what I say, I am not an idle hand. Mrs. Stalper scripture. The books of prophets is the devil finds works for the idle hands.
Yeah, sure.
So for us as a community, for us as a country, let's deal with the unemployment situation because it doesn't help social welfare. But that's what I said.
Yeah.
Once we deal with unemployment, then the youth will not have any excuse. So what I say.
And I don't agree with that. So someone who is threatening, someone who is a murderer, threatening to kill 35 million Ghanaians, and you are saying that we should be looking for jobs for them.
Okay.
So the Galamsey say no go area, no one will give them any job.
All right.
They should
next topic.
on
this one, the issue of today being Monday, the vetting of Justice Paul Bafo Bonning. Your take on that? I mean, minority came in strong. I mean, with too many reasons known to them that it should not be happening and all that. I mean, your take on that? I'm sure we'll follow more power.
It should happen quickly.
Okay.
You see, Ghana, let me say this, and I want to say this. See, there's a problem, the Nakufadozima or money. And I think that we should, moving forward, we shouldn't repeat those problems. Apart from the economy problems he left behind, apart from Galamsey problem, apart from corruption problem. Now, judiciary, and you there, this man, Bafo Bonny, was appointed by President Kufuor in 2008 to Supreme Court. Madam Tokonu was appointed by Nakufo-Addo 2019 to Supreme Court. 2023 was made Chief Justice, right?
Yeah.
So and if you go to law seniority plays a very key role. So if you have an institution, will be at 2008, our government, no appointing, he qualifies, but probably you have a personal problem with him. You bypass him. There were even seniors after him. You bypass all of them. Then you go and pick this, the former Chief Justice, Madam Tokono. Certainly, you create problems already in the institution. Are you getting it? You create problems. And this man should have served his term as Chief Justice long time ago. I believe that he should have been. Let's be fair to ourselves. And I'm not saying that Madam Tokono was not qualified. But in my personal view, this man was more qualified to have taken that position. But because of politics, that is why some of us believe that moving forward as a nation, appointment of chief executive of chief justice should not be by the president. You should have a separate body that is not partisan, that should elect or select the chief justice. It shouldn't be the president who should decide who becomes IGP, for example. They easily manipulate and control them for their political gains. That is why people believe there, Madam Tokono the time, Nana Akufo-Addo had a lot of his way in the judiciary, in the matters of the judiciary. But moving forward, we should avoid what happened. You see, no matter how you look at it, I've said it here last time, in bread of what was A2, and that's what they did. Morally, it may not be good, but legally, it was good. Because there was a law in Bravo Fodo, petition, prima facie, the man was two women. I'm saying that we shouldn't let it happen again. Now, this man has 1 year. For fairness sake, I believe they should. And they should go ahead and do the vetting. If he qualifies, he should be made the Chief Justice. But I want to appeal to him, Kojo. If there's one thing he needs to do for this country before he leaves, the way our criminal cases run in our courts, the number of years, 6 years, 7 years, 5 years. If there's one thing he would do for this country, no criminal case should go beyond 6 months. No criminal case should be allowed to go beyond 6 months. So within 6 months, if you are clean, the law should let you go.
We are talking about investigation, procedural, and all that.
No, I'm talking about when it enters court. Because you prepare before you go to court. And sometimes we know the lawyers, the gymnastics, the delay, because the politicians believe that if I can cause a delay.
Then rather corruption cases should be 3 months.
No. I would like it even if it's 3 months.
You said it because you need it.
Yeah, because elsewhere, it is quick. Elsewhere, quick. Because, you see, if I believe that because delay, maybe one party come, there could be
cause denial.
My party come. There could be no prosequa and so I will run about gymnastics for 6 months. 6 months. Yes, 6 months. If the person is guilty, the law deals with the person. If the person is not guilty, the person goes scot free. That game, on what in our fight against corruption. Okay. So I'm saying there's no basis for minority to do what they are doing.
Okay.
I mean, the woman is no more. We have to move forward as a nation.
No, but I believe that there are cases that are there. The same Chief Justice space.
Woman is Kojo.
Maakye was that my case.
Kojo, let's be serious. Let's move on as a nation. Let's move on.
How do we move on when there are cases to be dealt with?
Could you have a case, sir? Into a woman is a chance or file case, or file case, or file case, let's move on. Let's move on. She's no more. She's no more. The new one, let's are you
defying justice or what?
It's not. There's no defiance.
So allow her to have her justice.
No, there's no.
Let me
let the truth be said here. In all these brouhaha, removal of Chief Justice issue, if there's one person who did not conduct herself well, it is the woman. I'm telling you, Kojo. Per the constitution.
Have you seen the number of minutes you have given her? He
The
started 9:33. No, I'm just telling you.
The issue,
minutes. Everyone should get a fair.
Obenya menstrual.
Kojo.
Yes, sir.
The process talks about in camera.
Okay.
Process. Kojo, listen to this.
Quick one.
Who was the first person to leak information out? It was the woman. Information
about the whole issues.
Even letter from a president to request for the copy of the petition. The letter was in the media before it got to the president. That's why the president was angry. That why did you send the letter to the media? How did the media get the letter before president got it? Are you getting it?
All right.
So, and also, Kojo, also, let's be honest. The content of the response, Kojo, the content of the woman's response to the petition was with Porad Mortuary and Assassin Radio. Why should it be? If the thing is supposed to be in camera, look at the press conference she did and the things she said. When the thing is supposed to be in camera, and mention one thing the president did that was in breach of the Constitution of Ghana.
What was in breach of all this?
Mammy dedication enough.
Because provision. I told
you. Happy birthday to you, Chief Inspector Gordon Opoku Kodia. Happy birthday to you, Wefia Afila, Ashanti Regional Operations Commander Wefi Derek Hono. And a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Portia Kusi Apia. Karifi Mame, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Yones Abena Bruni, Wefia lawyer Trubuho. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Nana Kojo of Engelbert School. Happy birthday to you from your parents and the Rajwa of ICGC Covenant Temple, Kotobabi. And then a happy birthday to you, Sandra Osei of Tepa Ayens. What? Ayen Susu. With your teacher Kojo. Happy birthday to you, Sandra of Tepa. And then happy birthday to you, Tina Insha Buedu of Bawe International School. Happy birthday to you. And then happy birthday to you, Mr. Kofi Kurante. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Naftali Opoko Ajiman of Agrek Inzima. Happy birthday to you, Naftali. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Big Mama of Abekan La Paz near Melco. Happy birthday to you, Big Mama Radin Shaw. And then a happy birthday to you, Honorable Freeman Chekpo MC for Shaman. Happy birthday to you, boss. And then a happy birthday to you, Emmanuel Awoche of Ahanta West. Happy birthday to you. It is 9:43 away at the studios of Kessben 92.9 and Facebook Kessben TV. So on Facebook Kessben 92.9. Doc activated Chaco and I did discussions in now so ekoso mode ebreye. Mamintio Mami Janet na femembra ya hono.
She was asking for a constitutional provision. I wanted to read article 146 1468.
Yes, read it.
Right to be heard in his defense by himself, in this case or herself.
Where did they state
by
that
a lawyer or other experts of his choice?
No, where have you heard that in camera means don't do this, don't do that, bring it in the constitution? You understand what I'm saying? Because listen, where in the constitution has it stated that? Let me come.
Okay, you talk.
When it comes to Justice Tokunu, in my life, I have never seen a political party like the NDC that is autocratic, unconstitutional, and an undemocratic political party that Ghanaians voted for to come and manpower the activities of this country. And when they came, instead of using constitutional means, they breached the constitution and started using a military regime. What they have done to Justice Tokunu.
No,
Listen,
when
you were talking, I kept quiet.
You spoke in reaction.
Spokesperson of John Mahama. When you were talking, I kept quiet.
You can also not address him as a spokesperson for John Mahama.
Ask him, please.
You should mention why the president breached the constitution.
The truth is that I have never seen an autocratic government like the NDC.
Yes, explain.
That came into power through a constitutional means and is now using a military regime tactics to handle its issues.
How?
Look at Justice Tokunu, for instance. A woman who have done nothing. The president came and said that some people gave him petitions. He said one of the petition they paid him they paid him a per diem, or what is it, and they gave some to the husband. But when you look at the appointment letter, you could see that they said that you and your family. I don't know whether the husband is part of the family, the child is part of the family or not. I do not know. More to the point, talking about the Judiciary Council. Is it the Chief Justice who is in charge of the accounting sector? No. When they pick you as a appointee of Kessben FM, when you come there, it is the accountant who should sit you down and tell you are entitled to this. Is that not what happens?
Yes, but if you are the head of the place, do you also have some form of authority on
no matter the authority you have, the accountant still remains the head of the unit. That's why you see that some people are always nice to accountants. It's not that they want. He is in charge. He has also a legal right over those things to tell you, you just came, you don't know anything. And then if they tell you that you are entitled to this, and then your predecessors, they got the same thing. It's not like you got it too. They gave same thing to your predecessors. Then somebody got up and wrote a petition against you for that. For what your predecessors got. What when you came, they told you that you had. The next one is that they told you that you transferred judges. Meanwhile, your job criteria when you were coming, they wrote it that you are the one who is in charge of transferring judges. It is your onus. The onus lie on you to transfer judges. All the things that they stated in your letter that you have done, that is what the government is holding you liable and want to prosecute you for that. Let's go listen. I heard him saying that, and the woman, and he came to the media. I don't know why they think that when you're a woman, they can just overstep you and do things. Who is the first person who brought the thing to the media? Is it not President Mahama? He met Felix Ofosu-Kwakye to place it on.
When he says he met him now, Ocean is saying.
It was on Felix Ofosu-Kwakye's Facebook platform. Listen, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, because no, he is the one in charge. He communicates to the president. So anything coming from Felix Ofosu-Kwakye is the president. He comes, he worked for the president. That is the reason why he was appointed. Go and check his job description. You will see that what I'm saying is true. President President John Mahama and Felix Ofosu-Kwakye came out with a letter to the media, to the general public on their Facebook page that this is what they have decided to do. And then these people who think that they have the right, because he's a president, the constitution favors him more than any other person, thinks that the Chief Justice and he wrote to this, he couldn't even did President Mahama respect him at the first place? If the Chief Justice did not tell President Mahama that you need to give me the petition to look at, do you think President Mahama would have given him the petition?
But what's
they
the process?
Think they are buga. And let me tell you.
What has President got to do with
the process? What do you mean? The president, is it not the president who said he received it? Let me tell you something.
Or receive or the Kohinfa?
Or see or receive it. Instead of sending it to the council of this in. No, he said he received it and sent it to the council of this. But he was supposed to give it to the Chief Justice. When the Chief Justice responds and he sees that there's something with it, he sends it to the Council of State. But he didn't do that. Immediately he received it. He said he has sent it to the Council of State. Listen. Immediately he received it. He said he has sent it to the Council of State.
Yes,
and he
but
said
that's the process.
He said it through his Facebook page. And the Chief Justice said, The Constitution, you have to give it to me to look at. And
no, it's not in the Constitution.
Then,
it's not in the Constitution.
So it's that he should give it out there. No, look, wait, let me tell you.
The president is not mandated by the Constitution to give the woman a copy.
NDC spokesperson, when you were talking, I was quiet.
So
give me that. No, when he was talking, listen, when he was talking,
I do not want you to address him.
I want you to let him speak. I want you to let him speak so that I can also talk. When he was talking, he talked for about 10 minutes. I kept quiet. Why is it that he is having a problem?
No problem. He was also
so let me tell you something.
You have to be corrected.
He was
you
only
are the
correcting
misinformation.
something.
You are the misinformation. So as I've told you,
yes,
President Mahama, who was supposed to what he say in Okra, they don't even know the Constitution. Listen. When you go to Constitution, we call something, everyone has a right. If I'm sending something against you, even if somebody comes to this radio station to say something about me, you give me a chance. They call it natural justice. But when you have people who think that...
Are you saying you have natural justice in the Constitution or the procedure where...
I said the procedure. The procedure is usually
president, that... The petition president.
Yes, about me.
Yes, about you.
So you want to tell me that...
then gives it to...
And listen, I'm just telling you, no, even in court, when you sentence to court, I have been sent to court.
That's court.
And they told them, in our constitution, there's nothing like give somebody a chance. And the court told me that the court surpasses any constitution you have in your dissent. Natural justice must be given to the person. They rule against me based on natural justice. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about what dissent. You can't say that you won't give somebody natural justice. And then the president said he has established a prima facie. What is a prima facie that he has established? Which of you knows what the prima facie is? This is a president who have told Ghanaians that he has established a prima facie against the Chief Justice. And we don't know what the prima facie...
It's not the president who established prima facie.
No,
we can't sit down for this.
He said the council. The council.
It's not the president who establishes prima facie.
Who is the one doing it? The council. He said the council of...
Yes.
President Mohammed spokesperson, please give me a break. Because look, he kept on there.
But you know the procedure, right?
No, I know the... Who established the prima facie? Who is the one who told the Chief Justice is fired?
It is the president who does that.
No. I'm asking. President Mahama is behind it from top to the down. He is the one
who... Is it that you want to implicate him by force?
He orchestrated this thing himself. And then he's the one who removed Justice Tekono. Then he comes with his sweet voice. I don't even know anything about it. He knows everything. Let me tell you something.
You are not accusing the president.
Prima facie.
No, are you accusing the president?
The president told us that they have established a prima facie.
Are you accusing the president with evidence?
No,
you don't have any
but
evidence
didn't the president tell you that they have established prima facie against him? Haven't you heard president saying that? Wait, what is the prima facie?
But he's not the one who does that.
No, but how can I be a president and they will establish a prima facie against someone?
But the procedures are there.
And I will come and write that, because the committee said this. And let me tell you what happened.
Okay,
then they went and picked a committee chairman. A committee chairman whom we know that he doesn't like Justice Tokunu. We know that even the person, one of the petitioners, was his client in the court that the Chief Justice ruled against. And you pick such a person to come and manpower a constitution. You can see that from up to down, President Mahama and his friends and his friends who are the committee he set up.
MPP spokesperson.
MPP
spokesperson.
I am saying because I am
Yeah, Mami too. Yeah, Mami too.
MPP spokesperson. Are you MPP spokesperson?
Yeah, taking the last shot and then we'll close. I mean, yeah, Mami too.
Not just NDC, you are Mohammed's spokesperson. It pains me that you are having a different name called UP.
Kojo. Ajobro,
don't. When it comes to the Chief Justice issue, I'm a woman. And what President Mahama did,
Charlotte, you kept quiet. When Charlotte
check through the distance. You will see that I did not only come. I brought other women to come and fight. You come and remove all women and replace them with men. And it's a woman's matter. You guys, you don't respect.
Moana can say my time is up.
And
no. When it comes me to the court.
About the ones.
Come and do like that as if she's just.
Yeah,
say, minim and prepare one. Speaker, Babu and Pese, prepare because you're a speaker. Me, your lawyer means I have matters of the Lord, a lawyer for no, but be a political commentator. They will look at the political bit of it. Now, try to bring clarity. So, now, Ghana near OT, what is happening. Then they see. Yurajo Mama ko ye voter declaration. No ko voter declaration no ko kase. The bench as it is under President Akufo-Addo's administration no on balance into a bar be making sure say NDC lawyers would have the opportunity you balance the bench with NDC lawyers. This is a voter declaration. So Neo Shewa Bono Anoede Udiso. No be any problem. But the propaganda at that home, meaning a friend is saying, starting up here. I want him to stop it. It's not good.
Propaganda, Ben.
I'm coming on it. It is never stated anywhere in our constitution that one of the merits to become a chief justice is through seniority. That because you are senior at the bench, you are qualified. That gives you an automatic qualification to be the chief justice. And therefore, the fact that Ira Bafuboni was appointed in 2008 qualifies him more than Justice Tukono.
Oh yeah, it's true. That one is true. Ask the lawyers themselves; they will tell
you.
you.
Bring the constitutional mandate. Bring the constitutional mandate.
See, these are not. These are matters of the law. You and I, but I am five running country. It is never anywhere stated in the constitution that you have to be the senior.
Kojo. I want something I've not said. Let me correct myself before he misinform people about what I said. I said if you go to the lawyers, the issue of seniority in the law profession is something that is known to everybody.
But not the it's not the law thing.
You
were saying. Now I'm only trying to say that you didn't say Emranes say.
That's what I said.
So let's not create the impression.
Oh, did I create that impression, Kojo? Did I create that impression?
You mentioned Akufo-Addo's name because Akufo-Addo appointed Justice Tokonu.
Yeah, but he did mention Kufuor's name because Kufuor also appointed Bafo. So he was saying.
Get the argument.
Matu was but he was trying to say he
created the impression that Akufo-Addo bypassed a senior justice of the Supreme Court.
He bypassed them, yeah, of course.
And because of that makes it unconstitutional.
But
no, I didn't say unconstitutional.
Doesn't make it unconstitutional.
But Kojo, did I say
it doesn't make it unconstitutional? So there's no argument about that.
He was only dealing with seniorities. That's all.
There's no argument. There's no seniority.
Okay.
If there's this person, John Mama bypass senior members of the army, senior generals of the army, about 3 stars, 4, and appointed a 2-star general. And then all because if you're looking for a more senior where a senior has to be respected, it is the defense ministry. So what I say, where a friend is saying, officer cannot salute a junior officer. So all of them have to go home. But you could bypass that and come and say here on air that Justice Tokunu was a junior at the bench.
Oh, very junior.
Very
junior.
But the 2-star general.
The president is the one who determines the prima facie before
the 2-star general who has been the 2-star general who was appointed ahead of his 4-star, 5-star general.
No, we are talking about Supreme Court issue. That is why I cited Supreme Court example. If the military one had come, I would have mentioned that.
You are just misrepresenting people here. You are misrepresenting people. The president is the one who established the prima facie before sending it. If there's no prima facie, he wouldn't have sent it to the
minority. I'm not a minority. If you are so bent that you know that nothing untoward has been done, no injury of justice has been caused, Tokuno, let's allow the rule of law. In any case, we are talking about the executive, the legislature, and then the judiciary, right? There are judicial matters that needs to be addressed. Onipa na yekoto no suntonto. Yekoto no suntonto so omba judiciary na denini. But what mean by ye down of form na ensem esensen wa betiso. So let's clear all the issues legally. Na ye hu say maami na sem na ode akọ court no. Court aboagu na court di asem no. Asem bi eni o. Enti say ena ye prepare ye hu mi bisa o. Na ye bekwa kofa chief justice na court no be di nsem be we na be ka so maame na sem no ewom the executive
is not
has
president,
the executive has
he is
erred.
the one.
So what I say, the executive was unconstitutional, and therefore that woman has the major injustice has been done to Mame Tukunua. Now that time work vete Yura Baf Bonnie appointed Baf Bonnie. What are you going to do? As a minority can enti yema emra no kwan.
Okay.
Na yenni and some dependent court issue.
Illegal gymnastics. Illegal gymnastics.
Who determined the prima facie? I just want everyone to know. He's the one. He has been the one who have done all these things.
It is
trying to say that he's not the one.
He's the one. Quick one.
It's
in the interest of Justice Bafuboni to ensure say the investiture will be devoid of any rancor of political machination, because you are representing Ghana as a chief justice, and therefore you want to be seen unbiased first of all, and you want to be seen as representing the legal brain of the country.
Chief government will do away with that. Have been put in place by President Mahama. In 2028, that illegal chief justice will be
what we are saying is the processes and the procedure that leads to your appointment as chief justice should meet any standard across the world. It shouldn't be said, yenam unconstitutional means so appointed. Say, we chief justice.
Constitutional means Chief Justice Bafuboni is going to be Chief Justice today.
To me,
but I must say, make a fast forward to midfield action is next. But I production team Nancy be brave. Yanko fast forward, you know. From now to 2 p.m. But I was say, Ochina, we are back again. With the Kessben, my team, Didier Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Hand you over to the man. Say Joe, don't fire sports in the summer. Have a lovely day and a good start of the week. Bye bye.